Alright, yo, well gone, people. Welcome back to the Major Music Show. Myself, King Ra, Queen B. We got some special guests tonight. We have Armour, legendary Armour, big up Armour, Brian Pioneer, and we got Shark Major as well. Armour, what are you saying? My brother.
Salute, man. No, everything's blessed, fam. Everything's blessed.
Long time. Or should I actually say Grime Minister? Is that the right title?
There's a lot of titles, man. But yeah, no, I'm just here doing me, just doing the necessary works. You get me, bro?
Yeah. All right. Well, before we get into Grime Minister, let's backtrack a bit. Let's talk a bit more about Armour. So, for all those that don't actually know, Armour, brief us through a bit more of you, a bit more Nasty Crew. How did that all come around?
Okay, well, that's a lot right there.
Yep.
To give it to you briefly, it started Stormin.
Big up, Stormin.
My man Stormin.
Rest in peace, my bro.
Yeah, he had some cousins in Bow.
Yeah.
And he used to come Bow regular, see his family and that. That's how I first bucked him. Me and Dizzy. Dizzy was my DJ actually, first of all.
Wow.
Yeah, do you know about them ones? Like, people need to know the real history. You know the way there.
Wow.
But my man was the DJ first of all. Me and Storm just used to butt up tapes and that in his yard and whatever before going youth club and butting it up. Then obviously Stormin lived over by like just sort of in between Bow and Stratford, so he obviously knew Shark Mage, Marcus and that, who had formed Nasty Crew.
Yeah.
You get me? So them man were doing their thing over there. And then Stormin obviously bucked up with Marcus and Shark Mage. But prior to that, there's actually a little clique we formed called YGS.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did that stand for, YGS?
Young Gun Soldiers. So just real guys getting it.
Yeah.
Getting it, yeah? But yeah, then boom, Stormin said, look, boom, Shark Mage, Nasty, Armour, big mic man from Bow, big voice, like whatever, like he's hard. Man was on Flavour at the time, graveyard shift, 12
big
till
up
2.
Flavour. We're going back now.
We're rolling back the years, man. But then, me and Dizzy was on Flavour with a guy called Beg as well. Dizzy started spitting, so it was me and him spitting with DJ Beg. Shark, Marcus, and Stormin was on Flavour. They had, I think it was like an 8 till 10 set. Yeah, and it was hard. It was hard. And then, man just made the transition. Obviously, I'm from Northwest London originally.
Okay, yeah.
So man coming like a gypsy traveller boy. Like, you know the way there, man. Like, it's not like, I don't feel like I'm planted anywhere. I feel like a free spirit, you get me?
Yeah. And they accepted you in, even though you weren't from...
Yeah, obviously, like, I moved to East with my gran. I was living with my gran at the time. So, it was just one of them things where, boom, I was in Bow doing my thing, man. Man knew I was doing this thing on the road, started doing the music, and it was just one of those things, real recognised real. Mm-hmm. Man just sort of brought man in because, man was doing this stuff, innit? And it was just like that, bro. You know the way there? It was like that, man. But yeah.
It's mad to hear because it's almost like a 360, almost now. Like, considering where you are now, like mentally, your position and what you stand for now. Yeah. And then what would you say would be the main differences now?
The main difference is now, obviously, as a young man, coming from where I come from, like statistically, if you grow up in a specific environment, you should, 9 times out of 10, grow up and be what you've grown up in, right? So if you grow up around your old man and he's a hard-working geezer, and he's on the scaffold site.
Come on.
And you grow older, 16, you're going to become an apprentice on the scaffold site because obviously that's what your old man's doing.
That makes sense.
You get me? So vice versa. If you grow up around a whole heap of badness, 9 times out of 10, you're going to grow up and be involved with a whole heap of badness. True. Now, I was involved with a whole heap of badness. Now, I'm not going to stand here and tell you how many people are shot, how many people are stabbed, how much drugs are sold, how many men are run down, because that's glorifying it.
That would be mad.
I'm not trying to glorify nothing negative, because ultimately, we all know there's no happy ending to gangster living.
True.
But listen, that's another thing. We'll wait till later to get onto that.
Do you think music saved you?
Massively. Massive, because listen, Shark Major. Shark Major is a real old school G. Obviously, there's a lot of man in Nasty, Ghetto, Kano, D double, whatever. But man like Shark knows. Like BT, I wasn't like always on the music thing. Like I would come radio and I would do my thing. Shark's got a lyric: go in, get the dough, do the show, then be out. That's kind of like what I would come radio, get it done, then be out. Like, you know the way they're like just doing that road stuff. You got some real goons in this grime thing. Like a lot of them ain't here no more. One or two might be under the ground. One or two are serving long sentences. You get me? But yeah, no, the music did help. It did help because man went studio and man would travel up and down the country to raves and whatnot. But ultimately, I think that messed up my football career as well because man was a baller still. So,
yeah, but like, alright, cool. So, while we're on the topic of music, what do we have at the moment? Like, I want to get into a bit of music before we get too deep. Before we really get into things. Let's discuss some music. What have we got at the moment?
At the moment, we got a track out at the moment, War Talk. That's been out for a minute.
Come on.
Yeah, that's been out for a minute.
Big Beats, have we got that? War Talk.
Yeah, it's there.
Run that one for us.
We got War Talk.
Describe War Talk in a sentence. Powerful.
No pressure.
War Talk is what it is. It's war talk. It's glamorizing that gangster stuff, but really it's not that. Like, it's a lot of glamorizing hardcore gangster stuff, but really it's not that. Why glamorize the war talk when it's not that? The hook, the tune, that's what it says. That's the hook, innit? When I buck them up, they don't war talk. But yet there's a whole heap of war talk. But when you see them, it's like, you know, when it rains and you got a cardboard box and then it just folds. Like, they see the real life. It's funny, man. It's funny. But that's what it is, man. That's what it is. That's war talk for you. That's war talk.
It's man. Do you think that people like kind of not take it in the wrong way, but like they might not get the other meaning behind what you're saying? They might just take it as literally.
No, that's
that
it.
You're just talking war.
Yeah. No, but that's what I want. Like, no. I want people to get gassed and be like, yeah, oh my God.
That's the armor they love. You know, yes, like that.
But it's subliminal.
Okay.
Because war talk, like, I talk about P Slinger a lot. Man, a big P Slinger. I'm out here doing this thing. People are gonna be gassed and think, oh my God, this guy's on some greasy business. P Slinger clearly means positive slinging. Like, I'm slinging positivity. I'm slinging that shit. Just like a dope boy would sling the dope, I'm slinging the positivity. I'm trying to get it out there. It's subliminal, right? So when you come directly, like, imagine now a preacher man comes and says, oh, hi guys, right, we must sit down and we must do prayer now. It's too direct. It's too like, oh, come on, mate. But you got to give them something to sort of, you get me? You got to give them a little something to kind of latch onto and just give them a bit of the rough. You understand?
Yeah. I've seen that. I've seen you're putting in mad work on the gram, getting that message across. You are. I'm not even going to lie to you. But like, what made that transition? Like, for you, where did you... Actually, was it a mental place? Was it a life experience? What got you to make that transition to go to where you are now?
Obviously, it's real pain. Like, it's real pain. It's and again, I'm not trying to glorify nothing negative because I try and stay so far away from that. But it's real pain. Let me tell you something. If you have a real being who has lived some real life experience, try know. They are not going to tell you to go down that road.
Oh, no way.
Like, overstand that. Like, when you have suffered, now, it mentally, physically, like, real OGs would tell you that's long. Like, real OGs would tell you, you do not want to be a gangster. Like, so for me, it was pain, innit? It's real life experience. It's true stories. From Northwest London to Bow E3, Anton, forget Armour, innit? Anton, real road youth, doing stuff from knee high. That's why now, when I see people doing stuff, I clearly get it. That it's a paradigm, right? It's a paradigm. They just haven't switched yet. They haven't made that transition. It's not a bad thing that people are still gangster. No, I respect gangsters, just like I respect teachers. Do you understand? It's people's position. And when you're ready, you're ready. That is it. So when you're ready to make that transition, you'll make that transition. For me, it took me to have kids, and it took me to realize when certain people got licked down and stuff, and think like family members and friends and stuff, and things happen. It kind of puts it all into perspective, and you think to yourself, rah, what am I going to do? Am I going to keep promoting this?
Yeah.
Or am I going to do something about it?
True.
That's it, brother. It was real pain for me. That changed me. It was real pain, real life experience. Any real OG in the jailhouse would tell you there's nothing good about gangster. I was clearly doing what negative people do.
Okay.
I was doing negative things, and for me it was painful. There was a lot of pain. Some people who do gangster might not experience no pain. That's why they love it and they glorify it and they roll out and they do their thing because they ain't experienced no pain yet. But when they experience their pain, word to mother, shit would change.
Keep it pyro.
So I've got some questions for you. Let's think about role models when you were young.
Yeah.
Who did you look up to? Who was your inspiration? Who was you trying to be like?
Ultimately, who was my inspiration? I mean,
That's a good one, you know.
We all need a role model.
So
somewhere.
honestly, I'll be perfectly honest with you. Like, there wasn't really no role models as such. Like, okay, right. So for me as a young man, talking as, let's say, a 16-year-old boy, my role model was the man who was giving me food to lick out and to go country and to make money. Like he was giving me stuff to sell to make money.
Did you fear him?
I fear him. Do you know what I strongly believe? And I've believed this from a young boy. Like I said, I've grown up in a real sort of gritty environment. I was always told bullets don't respect no one. So no matter how bad you are, if I got one in the thing, like I can lick you down. And no one won't know. When I got my balaclava and I got my armor, it's curtains for you.
Big
You understand?
BT.
And just for the record, it's not even a glorifying thing.
It's not a disclaimer.
But before my name was Armour, it was Ames.
There you go.
pointing that out.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, he dropped it like
So
that.
thinking about today's youth culture,
Yeah.
do you think there is a lack of role models for them?
Massively.
Today.
Massively. I mean, there's a lot more than when I was young, but ultimately when you look on social media, you see people just doing their thing and people are just glamorizing this hard man image. And for girls as well, also it's very seductive and very, and
It's appealing to younger girls.
yes, of course, but it's not real. Like we need to give them the reals and let them know that actually, like it's not all hard and it's not all seductive and you don't have to look sexy constantly and it's just a hype, right? It's just a hype. And ultimately they need to understand that social media can be used for a positive. They can follow inspirational people that empower them, people that uplift them. They can go on their social and feel empowered instead of feeling lame about themselves because they ain't got the latest makeup or they ain't got the latest Rolex or they ain't got the latest. Do you get me?
Yeah, but more time, they just want to get paid though.
Yes.
Like they actually don't care.
Yes.
They don't care.
This is true.
Like, do you know what the problem is? Yeah, like it's that kind of disconnect. It's like there ain't really, as you just said, there ain't that much role models. Okay, well, cool, we get that. So all they have to
your
look
role
at,
model?
who's my role model?
Yeah.
Boy, you know,
Hey.
probably
Because there must be a role model. There must
Yeah.
be someone you want to emulate.
I'd probably say for me, but then that's the thing. The emulation part is a problem because my role model will probably be Mumsy because her strength is mad.
Okay,
Like for
yeah.
what she's done, how she's done
Big
it.
up, Sasha's.
Come on,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah.
Oh, government. You see
King Ra,
you.
King Ra's mum.
Oh yeah, but anyway, but no, I swear down, like, so it'll be part of that and part my popsy in it, obviously, of course. So that's all I had to go by.
So then
as a
there's
young man.
another problem. Do these children have good parenting?
No, but check
Good role
this out.
models at home.
No, but I tell you something now. Right. Now, this gets my goat.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay, we're getting deep
Let's
now.
get him
I,
wild.
I, right. So I grew up in a shitty environment, right? Like bloody people in and out my house, drugs. Yeah, it was a crap environment. Foster home from Northwest London, East London, different high schools, having fights, getting beating man up, robbing man trying to rob me, rare tear. I honestly do not use that as an excuse. Like, I am glad that happened because it has made me the animal I am today. And let me tell you something, it has propelled me, it has empowered me, it has spurred me on. Now, listen, there are people from Asia, the Middle East, Africa, who are in wars right now,
Yeah.
whose parents are being beheaded in front of them, raped in front of them, kidnapped, whatever. But yet them same said people come here and become teachers, doctors, lawyers. Do you get what I mean? So how on God's earth is someone who is entitled to job seekers allowance, yeah, who the state is looking out for that, yeah, they might get stopped and searched and whatever, but listen, that's light work in comparison to people who come over from the other side of the water and make it happen. Don't make excuses, make it happen. It's very simple. And that's my message to young people today.
Breaking the cycle.
Listen, everyone's got a story.
True.
You're going to say, yeah, but this, and then the next guy's going to come and say, yeah, everyone's got a story, bro. Like, we've all got a story.
That's true.
You understand? So just get it done. That's it. Get it done.
Well, do you know, it might be easier said than done. You see like man like you, yeah, you might have a different strength to the average day-to-day, like, to the Ross Clark, Jeremy from Ross Clark Scunthorpe. He might not be moving the way you're moving.
Big up
like,
Scunthorpe.
But you know, like that, like he might, like to him, like you, like it's easiest to say that. Basically, that's the point I'm getting at.
That's why he needs to follow a man like Armour Hot Water.
Okay.
He needs to follow a man like Akala.
Yep.
He needs to follow a man like E.T. the hip hop preacher. He needs to follow a man like Warlow 267.
Yep.
Then when he wakes up in the morning, he'll be gassed. He'll be good to go.
Yep.
He'll be going ham. Light work. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. On your socials, your social should make you feel empowered. Why on God's earth you look at? Why have you got a social media if it's gonna make you feel shit? Why? Well, what is the point?
Because they want to be socially connected to everything. They want to know what's going on like right now.
But you need to elevate. You need to have people that are doing better than you to live up to be like them. So I get it.
Yeah.
You should be following bigger people than you.
Yeah.
People don't follow goodness though, really.
Yeah, but when you say goodness,
He's goodness.
What is goodness though?
Like,
because
you're goodness.
everyone's got. Thank you, amen. But listen, everyone's got different perceptions and different interpretations of life, innit?
Yeah.
In general, so I mean, it kind of just depends. Okay, well, I want to wake up today and I want to see what let's say, I don't know, Jay-Z's on or Beyonce, like if I'm a young girl, but yeah, I'm in my council flat. I've got no hot water. I've got no electric. Do you get me? And I'm sitting there.
Yeah.
Do you get? Why would you do that? Why not look up hot water?
All right, cool. Right, here's the thing, yeah, because when I speak couple youngers, like, you see, if you're telling them, like, all right, cool, you need to think better, you need to read, you need to they ain't gonna buy their bag of weed right now. Like, you see, like right now, they need a tenner. Like, so they're gonna look at the guy that can give them an answer to solve that tenner problem. Like, instead of that. And I know it's a short-term solution because it might not be a tenner. It could be a score. It could be, I don't know what flavor.
I'm so glad you said that.
Like,
I'm so glad you said that.
What do they do?
Fam?
Like, what do they do?
Fam, this is what you do, yeah?
Okay.
Knowledge ain't power. Yeah? Knowledge and application is power.
There we go.
Yeah?
Yep.
So hear what I'm saying now, right? I'm telling these young gunners, right now, go and get your weed. Do what you want to do.
Whatever it is.
There's not, listen, the world is perfect, you know? It's just incomplete, fam. Yeah? So we're growing every single day.
True.
So let me break this down. You want to get weed and you want to chef man down and you want to do the thing what the man them are doing, because you don't want to be left out. You want to be part of the team, right? Because you're on the council estate. Dad's not about, mum's not about, whatever. So you want to be part of the team. Okay, let me break this down for you. You're part of the team and you're selling food and you're licking man down. The road for you is going to be JLAS. If you skip JLAS, if you're lucky enough to skip JLAS when you're young, that's cool. But you will end up in the JLAS. You will end up licked down and your parents will be weeping, or you'll end up the local junkie on the corner. This is a fact. I will argue with any man on this planet. You will end up licked down, dead. You will end up in the JLAS, life sentence, big long bird, or you'll end up junkie on the corner, begging man for a fiver or a couple pound or to buy you a drink or a fag. When man want to tell you, shut up, you junkie or you tramp, then you're going to jump up and down and say, listen, I used to be that guy on the block. Yeah, no, hold on. You did. But what happened? You didn't apply the knowledge.
Yeah.
You didn't apply the knowledge. Yeah, you heard it and was like, yeah, that's bollocks. Yeah, I'm going to get my £10 bag of weed. Okay, but knowledge and application is power. So when these young gunners are
Very
hearing...
powerful.
Yeah, listen, when these young gunners are hearing now, man's chatting shit though, whatever. Okay, look at the cycle, fam. How many gangsters do you know live in paradise? How many gangsters do you know play with their grandchildren? How many gangsters do you know that can go east, west, north, south, sit in the park in any manner, because I know I can, and sit down and relax and just be easy? without looking over their shoulder, without being bummy, without being like, oh, is my man around or is this guy around? Like understand, like this is a big,
and your
this is
past
life.
will always follow you, won't it? So you need to make those changes.
Always follow you. Listen, when your kids when you're reading with your kids reading a book, what do you tell them to do after they've read the first page? Turn the page. Turn the page, right? Okay, so you're 16, you're on the road, you're on the block, you're licking out food. Do that. Because sometimes you need to experience the pain. You need to experience the pain, live the pain to know that ain't cool. Sometimes. Now, I'm on to writing an ebook and doing stuff soon later on.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations.
But ultimately, like for these youngers now, they can get books, and they can read a whole life experience in a couple days or a week, however long it takes them to read the book and get the knowledge. But sometimes, like they say in Jamaica, those who don't hear must feel. So ultimately, I'm saying, like, read books on gangsters. Like, read books on... do your research, innit? Like, you're going to school. Why are you going to go to school? Okay, why are you going to go to school and not get nothing out of it? Like, you're going to school and you're doing nonsense, smoking fat. No, go and get something out of it, innit? It's painful going to school. I hated going to school. It was painful. I messed it up. But I'm telling these young gunners now, go and get something out of it. Read a book on a gangster and find out what gangster life's about. Then that might sort of long off the idea of going to lick man down and going to do stuff. Like, find out what jail ass is about, innit? Find out when you're banged up in these four walls, tight confined spaces. Find out what that's about, innit?
Keep it pyro.
But you see, this is the problem now, car. Like, I don't know, am I too used to that armor? Like, can we, like, are we still gonna get that armor today, or is it like he's?
You know what? No. There's something in the pipeline that's coming in a minute. We shot the video the other day. Hashtag Gains.
Okay.
That's coming in a minute still. Featuring Shark Mage.
Jeez.
Hitman Hyper.
Mad.
Big tune. That's coming in a minute. And it's armor English as well. So it's old school armor, like you said, like Palace Pavilion, Young Man Standing, Stratford Rex armor.
Come on.
Like,
That's foundations. That's foundations of grime.
It's that P Slinger right there.
That's mad. So what's the thought process behind Gains? Like, what's it? Can you leak any of that now, or can?
Yeah, no, of course.
What's it about?
It's gains, isn't it? General life gains.
Okay.
Now,
okay.
if you wake up out of your Ross bed and you ain't got a clue what you're doing,
no clue.
Go back to bed.
See.
No, please. No, serious. I don't listen. Listen. If you ain't got a clue what you're doing, you need to wake up and know. Right, okay. Your thoughts, your feelings, and actions need to be in line with each other, my people. Because if they're not, you're gonna be running around in circles. You know, like when a dog's chasing his tail and he's going round and round in circles. Like, understand, you need to know why you're getting out your bed. When you know why you're getting out your bed and you know what you're going for, it's curtains. You're good to go.
But then, like, this message can get kind of twisted, because what if my thought process is, do you know what? Armor's right. I'm going to wake up tomorrow. I'm going to load my thing. I'm going to go and lick down at you. I've been putting it off for the past 2 weeks. But now, I'm going to go do it now.
Do it.
Oh, my God.
Yes. No. Listen, hear what I'm saying. No. You lot missing it.
Obviously, it's the pain you have to endure.
Yeah. Listen. Hear what I'm saying.
I'm with it.
Listen. If you are a gunman and you duppy man for a what's it called? That's good.
Yeah.
Listen, bruv, trust me, that's good. Trust me, that is good. Like, but understand the consequences. Yeah? You need to understand what the consequence. Don't understand. You're not under no one. We need to understand what's happening. Yeah, we need to understand what's happening. So understand, if that's the plan, do that. Because ultimately, the reason why a lot of people come to the UK to do business, like to do crime and that, is because the jail system ain't too hard. So, like, really, I'm not even promoting nothing to go and do nothing and you're not going to get a long bird, but I'm saying, you do your thing, good behavior, you'll be out in a good time and you can, you know, realign yourself and go again. But ultimately, like, I'm hoping no one wants to lick no one down when I say go ham and go hard. You understand? But yeah, no, like, just go and get, like, gains is like, just go and get your gains. Like, if you're a uni bod, like, go ham. Like, don't waste time, go ham. Like, if you're going to uni, if you're going to school, if you're going to college, whatever you're doing, go hard. Like, get your gains, innit? Like, if you're on the road, go ham, hustle hard, go hard or go home. Get your gains. If you're not a hustler, allow it. If you're a hustler, go ham. If you're a motivational speaker, if you're a 9 to 5er, whatever you're doing, go hard. value yourself as well, man. Value yourself. Like you're priceless. There's no price on you. You're priceless. Overstand that.
Can I ask you a question?
Please.
So Gains is positive, right?
Fully.
How do you feel about some of the grime culture lyrics that are glamorizing gang culture, beef?
Oh shit.
Honestly,
does that annoy you? Does that really get your goat?
Do you know what, Queen Bee? I'll be fair. It's perfect.
Okay.
It's perfect. Why is it perfect? Because we're growing. We're continuously growing. So I see it as perfect, just incomplete. That's all it is. It's just incomplete. Now, I was a road guy up until I was 22, 23. Yeah? And there's a lot of men now who are that age, who are going ham on the road, doing their thing. Now, if you had to try to tell me anything positive when I was 21, 22, 23...
Ignorant.
Yeah, it would have been a mess. It would have been on top for you. Now, ultimately, I'm not telling these young gunners now to go and do ABC. I'm just letting them know how fruitful it is when your paradigm changes. Like, you have to change your paradigm. Your paradigm is your subconscious. Like, you have to change that. There's no other way. When you want to get a big chest, you go to the gym, you're going for months on end, 6 months to a year minimum before you see any real results. Like, you need to change your paradigm. So while they're on the road doing their thing, good luck to them. They know the results.
And did you leave those people behind that didn't change their paradigm?
120%. No one can't tell me nothing. Why can't no one tell me nothing? Not because I'm a gangster, because I know myself and I know my self-worth and I believe in myself. Do you know the way there? And another thing, you see this keeping it real business, yeah, fam? Like, okay, I'm going to ask you swiftly, King, yeah? All right, listen.
He's drove me out.
What's your definition, yeah, fam?
Yeah.
Of keeping it real. Like, you know, I say keep it real, fam. Keep it real. Keep it 100, cuz.
Like, whatever's real to yourself, innit? Whatever's real to you and your existence.
Okay.
So that would include your family, your friends.
Okay.
Like it's the reality in which you live in on a day-to-day basis.
Boom. Okay.
Yeah. The physical.
Yeah.
Engage in all senses.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So a lot of these young gunners have it twisted now.
Okay.
Like they think like keep it real. Okay, I'm gonna get my burner and I'm gonna lick man down. Like that's not keeping it real.
Yeah, but that's not real because do you know what it is? Because like you can overrate that as real and you can call that real, but then that same man that would lick someone down for you might also beat your baby mum, or he might also, I don't know, rape you. I don't know. So then what the lines of what is real gets kind of blurry at that point, right?
Yeah. So my definition of real is keeping it real to your rascal self.
Of course.
Blood, listen, there are people doing a bird right now for not keeping it real. But yet on the roadside, they've gone in jail because they've kept it real. But they ain't kept it real because right now they're in the jail benning because they haven't kept it real. Real OGs in the jail ass get pissed off with guys talking this gangster stuff because that's not the lick. And the man them who are in the jail ass know this. But how did they know this? Because they've been through the pain. They've been through the process. And now they get it. You understand? So ultimately, it's one of them ones, again, we go back to you have to go through it to recognise that it's not the lick and it's not cool.
But you kind of strike me as quite a confident character. Do you think a lot of these youths today lack confidence and they do follow and it's not, they haven't got the mindset maybe you have to come out of that circle and change their story? I was in that position. So I followed. Which always is confident.
Yeah, I followed, but I was confident with my follow. Ask anyone, and this ain't even a high or bragging thing, but like I would tell you the truth. Like if I went back to the big man, I'd tell him I ain't got the money, but I'm gonna get the money next week because I got something lined up. And no one can be mad with you or get physical with you, really, if you're truthful.
True.
Like if you're truthful and you like I said, so my paradigm, what started me, gave me thick skin. I didn't fear any man from the beginning. Yeah. Like physically having problems with adults as a man, like, so as a young person, as a young boy, when you're having to fend for females, and listen, hold on, I can't believe, I want to big up the females. Like females are priceless. Listen,
cough, cough.
Woman give life. Man don't give no life.
Yeah.
So woman for me is ahead of man, hands down. Plus, man's all about this natural business, this mother nature vegan business also. But ultimately, like defending women from a young boy, defending women against coward men as a young boy, maybe helped me not not fear man. So I don't fear man. So I'm very confident with the fact that a man is a man. Like, a man is a man. You bleed, I bleed. That's it. So I'm confident in that sense where I don't fear people. So maybe that might give me an extra spring in my step. I don't know.
Boy, you know, it's all mad nowadays, man. Boy, apparently a man can be a woman. A man can be a gal, can be a man. Anything can be anything.
Genderless.
Oh, wow.
It's like,
Should we go
I don't
there?
even know if we even got enough time to even
Now
get
you're
into
going
that.
deep. Now
Like,
you're
I'm
why
just
is
saying.
that? Why is that? I mean, why? Okay, so it goes from okay. Now listen, I'm not, like I said, I have no problem with gangsters. I have no problem with teachers. I have no problem with positive people. I have no problem with if you want to be gay, be gay. Like if you want to be a man, but then convert to a woman, and if you want to be a woman and convert to fine, no
That's
problem.
so mature. That's very mature.
But hear what now? Now hear what now? I can stand there and say red tear, but who am I to say that?
Absolutely.
Like I'm trying to be the best version of me.
Yeah,
How can
yeah.
I start now throwing stones at you and I'm not even the best version of me?
Oh, I get
You know the way there.
Okay, yeah,
so you're
yeah.
going through your process and your pain and your transition. That's good. Do it. Do what you're doing, because ultimately our body is actually our limitation.
Okay.
Like our being is our ultimate.
Yeah.
Is our infinite. Is our, like, that is it. Our being. You know, you close your eyes,
Yeah.
you can see tomorrow clearly. When you close your eyes, you leave your eyes open, you can see tomorrow. You can see your past. You can hear yourself talk without moving your mouth and without sound traveling. Like, we're going a bit deep now, but ultimately,
Manifestation.
yeah. But ultimately, your being, your soul. This is what you need to get in touch with, and this is the whole idea of being yourself. I'm running a program soon. Anyway, it's called the Aduko program. That'll be up and running very soon.
And where can people find that?
That's a program I'm going to be running in schools and universities,
Oh, wow.
youth clubs
That's
and
proper
stuff.
giving back.
But yeah, that's something very, very deep I'm working on at the moment. But again, we just need to know ourselves, innit? Ourself,
Yeah.
our being. But ultimately, we're not taught that in school. But actually, Aduko actually just means educate. It's an old Latin word, but the Westerners took it and translated it into education.
Yeah, they're good at that.
Slash
You
educate.
pesky Westerners.
No. It's listen.
Why,
It's
you're
listen. We're beings, bro. We're beings. You get me? Like, you know when people say, "Oh, my religion. Oh, my culture. Oh, my people." What are you talking about, bro? In the beginning, it's being, innit? We're beings. Then this culture come in. Then this religion come in. Then this pride come in. Then it's my herd and against your herd. Later, I'm not about all that. Like, that's long.
So how can we follow you? What's your Insta handle or?
Armour Hot Water, Instagram, and the same again, Armour Hot Water, Twitter, Armour Hot Water again, Facebook. It's all very straightforward.
How do you
so
keep up
people
with all
can-
these social channels?
I have a very powerful wife who helps me. I got some good friends around me who help me
Wicked.
also. And the idea is just keeping yourself around people who inspire you, actually.
Yeah.
A lot of people look at people and think, oh, this guy's an ultimate or a super duper dude or whatever. But actually, no, they've got people around them who uplift them and inspire them. So
See?
ultimately,
Big up Shark
that's
Mage
it.
all the time. There's one of them right there.
Sharp
Look, look,
Mage,
look, look, look.
5-star Jenner.
Keep it pyro.
So when we're looking at gains, when's that coming out? A bit more about that.
Gains, I reckon it's going to be out, in the next week and a half, 2 weeks maximum. Just waiting for the guy to edit it up and make it look crisp. And then, yeah, we'll be good to go, bruv. And it's got a serious message in there. Serious. It's delivered.
Yeah, for those who are only just listening, we've got our GO tops on right now. Big beats as well included.
Boom.
Coming major music DJ. Big beats
5
in the
star.
building. Grime Originals, what can we expect you? Maybe at the next Grime Originals? How's
Yeah.
that working out?
Do you know what? No, I mean, I wish I could have been at every one. I think I've been to a couple of the earlier ones.
As a Grime Original, you did the first ones and twos,
I done
think
the
it
real,
was.
yeah, I done,
Yeah,
I done
and
the
then...
first with my dog Starmin.
Come on. Epic set.
Yeah, but the next one, I'm gonna try my best to get there. It's just one of them ones where
You weren't even in the country for the last one, was you?
no, I was out.
Yeah,
I was
okay,
out. That's
there
what I
you
mean.
go, yeah.
So it's one a family man trying to, just family man, always trying to provide memories for the kids, them, and that's the ultimate goal. Just bear memories for the kids. You live for the family. You live for the present. Hence why it's called the present. It's the best thing you can have. The present, the moment. Like now, treasure this moment. Everyone's come here together. Everyone's time's valuable. People have come here, and it's great, bruv. Enjoy the present, man. Priceless.
So how do you kind of juggle both family, music? Because I was going to touch on the fact that you're a motivational speaker, but that would be wrong. You're not a motivational speaker, am I correct?
No. Inspiration
Yep.
I'm an inspiration.
Yep.
To the young people them.
Yep.
Who don't have much inspiration. So it's kind of like
Not a speaker, more of a doer.
It's like speaker. I mean, we can all speak, right?
Yeah,
everyone speaks.
Fair to.
We all say a few positive things throughout the day, like you know, I'm going to go to work today.
Yeah.
Or do you get me? That's a positive thing to say, but is like, what's your definition of a motivational speaker? Do you get what I mean? It's kind of like, well, I like to be someone active. I like to do things from a young boy, even on the roadside as a young kid, active, very active. Doing stuff, hence why I wasn't always on the shows back in the day on Deja with Nasty and that, because I was active doing stuff. Being active is key in life. Be active. Yeah, that's it.
And what piece of advice would you give your 18-year-old Armour self or Ames? Thinking back now, what would you?
Listen. That is it. A young boy like myself and a lot of the young gunners them out there today. They don't want to they know it all. They know it all, but yet they're only 18. But they know it all. We don't. You don't. I still don't now. A guy, Steve Jobs, he's passed away now, but he's just one I can think of. He used to read for 4 hours a day. He's a multi-billionaire. Why did he read for 4 hours a day? Because you're always learning. You're always learning. You're sharpening the mind. Sharper the mind, a better being. And also, remember this, people. You change your mindset, you change your actions. You change your actions, you change your results. That's the key to life. It's all in the mind. The Duco project coming real blood clots.
Cheese and bread. That's mad. He broke it down so simply, just like that. Well, this has been the Major Music Show. DJ Big Beats, myself, King Royal, Queenie B, of course. A shout out and big up Armour for coming down.
Kaboom!
And we're out.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Keep it pyro.